Pension versus ISA, and which one is going to make you richer? This is something that clients ask us a lot. If they have £10,000, should they stick it in their pension or should they stick it in their ISA? Today's video, I'm going to give you a clear understanding of what I think is the clear winner out of the two. You can then go away and have a think about your own situation and what might work best for you. To clarify straight away, a pension, as we know, you can either have through your workplace, which is your employer scheme. You can make contributions through salary sacrifice and typically minimum contributions that need to be made, versus an ISA where you have a £20,000 annual allowance and obviously your spouse or partner has £20,000. Any children or grandchildren under the age of 18 have a JISA allowance of £9,000 each year. Okay, so to get into the topic. For me, I always think the clear winner is pension contributions, right? And not just pension contributions, but pension contributions via your workplace scheme. This is quite literally free money. If you're opting out of your workplace scheme, it's typically not going to be very advisable for you. But from a contribution perspective, your employer must make a contribution minimum of 3% along with your 5% to make the 8% minimum. Now, the biggest drawback of pensions is you cannot access the money until 57 from 2028. Once we get to 2040, 2050, when some of you might actually be physically retiring, God knows what the age will be. Let's assume it could be 60, 62. We don't know the answer to that in the future, but that money is going to be tied up. Now, if you're in your 50s or you're 55, or even if you're 60 and you're still employed and still working, that's not a problem for you. You can make those very tax efficient contributions to your plan because you know in a very short period of time, you'll actually be able to make the withdrawals from that. Whilst if you're in your 30s or your 40s watching this, then obviously it's a little bit longer for you to wait. Now, if we compare that to an ISA is really the home of where your flexible capital should be. Money that you need within the next year, money that you need within the next couple of years, or if you're early, in your early 40s, for example, might be money that you definitely need in 10 years' time. Because with a pension pot, you physically won't be able to get that money until age 57 as a minimum. So pension is far more tax efficient, and really the growth and compounding you should have from that should be superior. Your employer's putting money in, which makes it very, very tax efficient for you. And of course, any contributions you make are also coming via salary sacrifice, which means you're reducing your income tax rate on an annual basis in the UK. For anybody who's over £100,000 of gross income in the UK, it's extremely valuable to be using salary sacrifice to make your situation more tax efficient. Whilst with an ISA, you're just plodding along each year, £20,000, but you can take the money out at any point in time. Now, pensions obviously currently are free from capital gains tax and inheritance tax in the UK until April 2027, when inheritance tax will come into play on pensions, whilst ISAs are only capital gain tax free from April 2027. That will be sort of leveled up though, because ISAs will also already form part of your estate, as pensions will do from 2027. Now, the thing with pensions is, once you've maxed out any employer contributions, you have a £60,000 allowance each year for your pension pot in the UK. That can be a combination of yourself, your employer, but you can also make personal contributions to your personal pension scheme in the UK. Now, to give a very quick example, if you contribute £80 to your UK pension scheme, your private scheme, the UK government will automatically uplift that by 25% and increase or credit a £20 surplus to your account, which will take it to 100. That is quite literally a 25% increase on the value of your money. Obviously, for additional and higher rate taxpayers, you can claim additional money back as well when you're on the higher tax bandings. But it's very, very important to try to maximize your £60,000 annual pension allowance, whether that be for your workplace scheme, personal contributions. If you're a director of your own LTD or you're a director, you have an LTD, you can also make contributions through your employer, which is extremely tax efficient. After that, once you've done all your pension planning, and of course, caveat, if any of that money is needed for short-term things, don't put it into a pension unless you're a few years away from 57. In second place for me is the ISA contributions. But maybe it can be a case where you need a combination of both. Say you only have £70,000 to invest throughout the year, maybe not do full 60 into the pension and then 10 into the ISA, because maybe you need more money in the ISA for short-term access, for maybe buying a house, passing money on to loved ones, whatever it might be. Let me know from your side, what is your rough split? What do people hold in terms of pension versus ISA? I see a lot of people in the comment section talking about how they actually withdraw their tax-free cash and then put that into an ISA and do other bits and pieces. But let me know in the comment section below what your current strategy is and whether you found today's video helpful. And as always, take care with the UK pension assets.